For 100 years, the Young Men's Business League has built today's young professionals into tomorrow's leaders by creating connections, fostering leadership development, and serving the Austin Sunshine Camps.
The best thing about YMBL and the Sunshine Camps is being able to bring the leadership and the service together in one organization and opportunity. As we're working with and helping these at-risk kids create the life skills so that they can be successful, we're doing the same thing for young guys. We're helping them hone their leadership skills so they can become community leaders, not just leaders in their own industry or in their own life, but also in the community. So I think it's a pretty special synergy that we create when we join those two.
YMBL is where we cut our teeth in this community and learned about accepting responsibility over and above just your job and your family. You know, there's sort of a greater community calling, and YMBL has always been that.
The experience I got and received from the YMBL afforded me the opportunities and the experience to participate more fully in further civic affairs.
I learned a ton from my experience in YMBL. We had so many outstanding, dynamic individuals and so many leaders. YMBL was definitely the background I used to walk into boardrooms all over the world.
Just as many of the YMBL members of my generation are leaders today, I think many of the active members will be the future leaders of Austin, Texas.
YMBL, I think, is one of the best kept secrets in Austin.
For 85 years, the YMBL has served the Austin Sunshine Camps in volunteerism and financial support, resulting in an exceptional summer camp experience for more than 48,000 area youth at no cost to their families.
The best thing is the kids, without a doubt. When you're out there seeing them during the summer, when you pick them up and you see that wide-eyed look, you pick them up at their elementary school, they haven't been to camp before, they have no idea what it's going to be. Then you see them a few days later and they're just having so much fun, running around. They've got all these new friends.
The opportunity to give back to this community by helping underprivileged children was a blessing then and is a blessing today.
Today we educate kids, we have a camp for kids, we have camp for teenagers, we have both sexes, we have an organization that trains counselors.
Each year, the Young Men's Business League, along with the Austin Sunshine Camp staff, provides an exceptional summer camp experience for more than 800 high-potential, low-income youth at our Zilker Park and Lake Travis facilities.
We've had a cause, and that cause is the camps and the kids, and that keeps us relevant. It keeps us with a mission. We have something that we do that we believe in, and we have something that's our focus to keep us going, and the side benefit of networking and relationships that you build, friendships that have lasted a lifetime.
I can say unequivocally that the friends I made serving in the organization are the best friends in my life.
Well, there are so many people I know in this town now that I would have never known any other way.
As I'm 30 years into it, anytime I see a name or a face that I knew from YMBL, there's an immediate connection.
The bonds you make with those guys, especially when you're young and you're struggling to establish a career, you're struggling to establish your family, and then you take on this 800-pound gorilla called Sunshine Camps. It really makes for tight bonds.
But I stayed in YMBL about as long as they let you, and I enjoyed every minute of it. It was a lot of fun.
And we're still all connected to the camp, even though we're not the young part of the Young Men's Business League anymore. When anybody calls and says we need to help the camp do whatever it might be, we're all there. So it was a real important part of me being in Austin and growing in Austin.
It's just handed down from generation to generation, and it's just a wonderful organization, and I'm so proud and privileged to have been a part of it.
It's tremendously rewarding to hear how successful this whole thing's become.
So it's just gotten more sophisticated, it's gotten more coverage, and hopefully we won't be the best kept secret in Austin after this new camp gets built.
I think the biggest milestone is yet to come when we can fully renovate our Zilker campus here. that will set us up for the next 50 years.
These are people who have given their time and talent and funds and in fundraising to help redevelop a much needed new facility that will house more people, that will be more coordinated, and will serve as a place for meetings and fundraising gatherings and leading them into the future. To have a group of people who are really working towards something like that truly care about their community, and primarily young people, is something that more and more people need to know about and need to support.
The next 100 years will begin with a new Zilker Park facility, expanding our capacity for campers by an additional 50% and further increasing our impact across the Austin community.
It's not about winning or losing, it's about expanding and growing. And this organization's always shown that ability, and I would just continue to challenge the members today to do that same thing. Don't become complacent.
Have fun, enjoy it, find something within the organization that you're passionate about and stick with that and work on it.
But at the end of the day, it's about leaving something that you touch better than you found it. The heart and soul of the organization is serving, and it's serving kids who wouldn't otherwise have a chance.
You can get out of YMBL tenfold what you put in. This is where you can create some of the life-lasting relationships, and all it takes is some time and effort.
The YMBL's first 100 years will serve as a solid foundation for raising the bar of excellence over the next 100 years.
It's hard to think of anything that's 100 years.
These founders, they're in that photograph, and even some of the people that came after them, if we just had an hour to bring them forward and to let them see what they started, would be one of the greatest experiences, and I hope that we're always measuring up to what those guys started.
You know, 100 years, for one, it's an honor to be part of that and being part of YMBL, member being a part of that. Going off what the guys before us, the foundation that they left, and we want to make sure to carry that on and just, you know, leave our mark, just continuing to grow and just making this whole thing, you know, better each year that we can.
We're sitting here, it's been 100 years, the thousands and thousands and thousands of guys that have gone through YMBL before us and really set a standard for helping kids that need help and you know, just being a very selfless community service organization that is profoundly unique.
You know, 100 years of YMBL, it's a phenomenal accomplishment. To know that these people give so much of their time and themselves to something besides their skill and the business community, it's quite remarkable.
Connect, lead, serve. The Young Men's Business League.